Question 14. Angle theta measuring 5 pi over 4 is drawn in standard position as shown below. Determine the measures of all angles in the interval from negative 4 pi to 2 pi that are coterminal with theta. So mine just got cut here, but I guess theta is 5 pi over 4. It makes sense it's in quadrant 3, simply because, quadrant... the beginning of quadrant 3 is pi, so it's pi over 4 past pi. Yeah, because pi plus pi over 4, right, is 5 pi over 4. Pi plus pi over 4 is 5 pi over 4. I just want to show you that. So if we consider the interval that they want, we're basically, to get coterminal angles, you realize that when you're in the unit circle, one lap all the way around is 360 degrees, or 2 pi in this case when we're doing it in radians. So one lap all the way around is 2 pi. Now, because my interval has a maximum of 2 pi, it doesn't make sense to do 5 pi over 4 plus 2 pi, because that would be greater than 2 pi and it'd be outside my interval. So I could, instead of going forward 2 pi, I could go back 2 pi. So to get one angle, I'll just call theta 1, we would just go 5 pi over 4, subtract 2 pi. So our common denominator here is something over 4. And the great thing about math is we're allowed to multiply by 1. Isn't that great? So when we multiply by 1, we get 8 pi over 4. And then it's simple as 5 minus 8. 5 minus 8 is negative 3. Negative 3 pi over 4. Now, some people could just look at this and know it's negative 3/4 of a pi, right? A full pi would take you from here to here. It's 3/4 of the way in the negative direction. So that's one solution. And I believe we can go for one more. So we could go another 2 pi rotation. So this time our starting point, because they're all coterminal with each other, our starting point is negative 3 pi over 4. And we're going to go another rotation backwards. So we're going to multiply by 1 again in the form of 4 over 4. So in doing that, we get negative 3 pi over 4, subtract 8 pi over 4. So we get another solution. It's as simple as doing a negative 3 and a negative 8. How many pi over 4s do we have? We got negative 11 pi over 4s. So to make it clear, there's 2 answers. Okay, if we go another rotation, we would be less than the 4 pi, right? Because that would have been 2 negative 2 pi's, so it would take us out of there. So just to make sure, determine the measures of the angle. Let's just write it in a sentence. Negative 3 pi over 4 and negative 11 pi over 4 are coterminal, right? Meaning they stop at the same place. Coterminal with 5 pi over 4.